All right, so this next one has been heavily criticized, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know if they're going to be able to do this with it being even a good movie. It is a Disney movie, so I'm kind of spoiling that part of it. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Okay, so have you heard anything about this? Any thoughts on this one? Did you see the last one?
No, and I'm telling you, I think they played it all out. I think they're just drawing straws to make money.
Yeah, like going back to the well too many times. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So let's check it out, guys. We are watching the trailer for The Action Pack Needs You. You can support Mike's After Action Reviews on our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Every quarter, once we've made at least $200, we're going to be giving away 10% of our earnings from Patreon in a giveaway over on our Twitch, so go check that out as well. You can find all of the links for everything in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Do your part. Support the pack. The Action Pack. Mufasa, the Lion King. Official trailer coming to us from Walt Disney Studios. We're going to like the video. It's got 8.7 million views, 135,000 likes to 30,000 dislikes. Experience the epic story of how an orphan became a king. Mufasa the Lion King, only in theaters December 20th. Exploring the unlikely rise of the beloved king of the Pride Lands, Mufasa the Lion King enlists Rafiki to relay the legend of Mufasa to young lion cub Kiara, daughter of Simba and Nala, with Timon and Pumbaa lending their signature shtick. Told in flashbacks, the story introduces Mufasa as an orphaned cub, lost and alone until he meets the sympathetic lion named Taka, the heir to a royal bloodline. The chance meeting sets in motion an expansive journey of an extraordinary group of misfits searching for their destiny. Their bonds will be tested as they work together to evade a threatening and deadly foe. New and returning cast members were called on to lend their voices to the film. All of these people. So, cool. Yeah, okay, all of this stuff is just talking about the production. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you this kind of breaks the lore because there was an established lore of who Mufasa was before the movies took place. Also, Mufasa has a brother who is supposedly my understanding is that the lore is that he was Mufasa's biological brother, Scar, and in past trailers I've not seen Scar. We haven't seen Scar mentioned, so I'm wondering what is up with that. So
that'll be the next movie.
Yeah, yeah, like a movie just named Scar. But any thoughts on that before we get started?
I just think, like I said, they're just playing it out. It reminds me, like, the Jedi series.
Yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, Star Wars, where it all began, and let me just milk it for what it's worth.
Right. Well, yeah, there you go. I mean, I basically agree with you. Disney's been doing that with all these franchises that they've bought, and now they're doing it to their own original characters. So we have got... Oh, and also the problem with it being photorealistic animals, they can't emote properly. So it's like, I'm Mufasa.
The CGIs?
Yeah, like, Simba, no. That's what they look like because it's a lion. Anyway, here we go. We got a 2-minute and 34-second trailer. I hope that you're ready. I love my awesome Support the Troops Stormtrooper mug. Do you know where you can get a mug just like this one, but different? Bottega Krua. Bottega Krua is an Italian born and raised artisan trained at the Academy of Fine Arts in Venice, Italy. Since 2010, Bottega Krua has offered unique handmade and hand-painted ceramics, pottery, and other artistic products. You can find these products at her Etsy store by following the link down below. She also takes custom orders, but they may take longer to ship because she has to make them after you order them. So, Go check out Bottega Krua to get yourself an awesome mug just like this one or the ones you've been seeing behind me as this ad has been going on. Remember guys, supporting our partners is supporting the pack, the Action Pack. Here we go. All right.
It's time. I'll tell you a story. A story of a cub, not much bigger than you.
So just to be clear,
Okay.
we're not in this story?
There's a lot of stories with all of us. Tell one of those.
Long before they became legends, Mufasa and the prince who would come to be known as Scar became brothers.
Oh, okay, they
What's
mentioned
your
it.
name?
Mufasa.
I told you to wait for me.
We can't just leave him here.
Rules are rules, Tucker. The king will never accept a stray.
I'm not astray. I'm just lost.
Okay. Oh, and do you see this? I will say this. Watch his face right here. Do you see how he smiled? They
Yeah.
never smiled. They never smiled or did anything in the original, in like the remake of the Lion King. Like the photorealistic remake of Lion King. So this is good. I will give Disney props. Make them emote, because you can. This doesn't look so unrealistic. It just looks like a lion that's actually smiling. You see what I mean? Okay? Makes sense? Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever seen a lion smile?
Well, no, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like if, we're going to anthropomorphize these characters, this looks good. It doesn't look so weird or anything. It does look good. So, all right, yeah, here we go. We got about 2 minutes left.
We do not associate with outsiders. Tucker is the future king. We must protect the bloodline.
But, Dad, I saved his life.
See, there you go, emoting again. Thank you.
I always wanted a brother.
I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother.
All right.
The CGIs are great.
Yeah, the CGI looks good. I think that it actually might look better than the remake of The Lion King. And the reason that I think it
Yes.
looks better, I think the reason that it looks better is not because the CGI is necessarily better, but they did a few things differently to get us out of the uncanny valley. Because the uncanny valley is where the CGI looks so realistic that but it's CGI, and then it looks just weird. You know what I'm saying? Here
Yeah,
they're doing
like on a
things
green
like
screen.
yeah. Like here, they're doing things to kind of escape that, I think. I don't know. I'm not like a CGI expert. I'm not getting the uncanny valley as much here with this one. So, but all right. Here we go.
It's barely a trace on the wind. And it smells like home. And then it's gone.
You and Tucker together. That is home. Now both of you go. Find your place in the circle of life.
The circle is broken. There will be one Lion King.
Mufasa!
So, now wait a minute. So they said that Taka is the heir. This guy is a white lion, but if you looked at Taka here, just a second, we can kind of back up and see. Taka here is like a light, very, very light-skinned lion, and they said that this is the lion that becomes known as Scar. So it seems like Taka here is going to become Scar. Well, Scar is straight up black. Like his skin is black, he has a black mane. So how are you going to have a white lion become the lion known as Scar? Yeah. And then here's a bunch of white lions. And this sounds like it's Idris Elba. Like, no, I'm not seeing Idris Elba on there. But that sounds like Idris Elba, so that's interesting. But here we go.
There will be one lion.
Yeah, do you see that? Even the fact that, watch his eyebrows raise as he's talking, and it goes along with his expression. If you saw the remake, like when Mufasa falls down and gets trampled by wildebeests, as he falls, this is what he looks like. Simba, no! It looked terrible. But even just the raising of this guy's eyebrows as he speaks shows emotion.
There will be one Lion King.
Yeah,
Mufasa,
so
run.
that's good.
We must fight together. If we fight, we die.
Just to be clear, I never signed up for this.
I'm here to protect
There's
you,
Zazu.
my brother.
Mufasa! This was a bad idea! We're alive! I did it! I saved us!
You were saying?
Okay. All right, December 20th. Now I am gonna say too, like Scar is kind of the wrong color. He was more darker skinned. Also, how is it that Scar always said to Mufasa that Mufasa was always the bigger, physically stronger lion, and that's why he was able to basically dominate. Like he always picked on Scar when he was young. Or, you know, was always, when they wrestled or whatever, he was always able to win, and that's why he became the king instead of Scar. How is that
Reverse
like,
now.
Yeah, well, not necessarily reverse, but it's just like that's not shown here. Like this is really weird. I mean, people who are really into the lore of this, and some people get into it. Some people really like the lore of the movies that they watch. They might be disappointed in this a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In the way that they're changing it. So, what are your thoughts?
What are the remarks? I'm waiting to see that.
Oh, the comments. Yeah. Well, we can
Comments,
check it
yeah.
out. Let's see the comments. Mufasa, we were brothers once. Scar, once. We could have still been brothers no matter what happened. Scar, I don't think so. Okay, well. Just a second. Mufasa, we were close once. Scar once. Okay. So Taka and Mufasa are basically SG, Optimus Prime, and Megatron as lions. That's true because Optimus Prime and Megatron were good friends, and then they became, you know... all of this is talking about Taka and Mufasa being good friends and brothers. They fixed the one thing from previous movie.
Oh yeah, we
lacks
talked
based
about
on-
that.
based on feedback and give the characters proper facial expressions based on their emotions. Let's make a movie about Mufasa. Let's make Mufasa an adopted lion found in a river with an Oxford accent and nut allergy. If I have to guess, it's their way of trying to cover up trying to literally make Scar in a relationship with Zira because they literally were planning to make her his mate, to which Michael Eisner found out and was like, that's incest if you have both Kiara and Kovu as cousins falling in love despite changes made in this live-action piece of crap. I still prefer the cartoon one over the live-action piece of garbage they presented us. Okay. I cried when I heard music King of Pride Rock. Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah, I mean, basically people are talking about how, oh, it's so sad that Scar and Scar and Mufasa used to be like loving brothers, and how the facial expressions are better. I think the facial expressions are better.
I agree there. I
mean-
think, though, the color on Scar could have been better.
Yeah, I think that the Lion King remake, Scar. Okay, so this is Scar, not exactly a white lion. Excuse me, what is happening there? Not exactly a white lion, okay? I mean, he just looks like a normal colored lion, so that's weird. This is Scar from the original, and people were really upset that basically we didn't get this. Because this is what
Right.
they could have done. So they could have, and see, you see how, like, they could have even done this, where he's darker, okay? And then if you look at this picture, where is it? Where is open image in new tab? Here you go. So if we look at this picture and then Lion King remake Mufasa, this is Mufasa, okay, and he looks okay, but in the original, he was like this. So they could have done that. You see? Like that's basically what people wanted the remake to look like, where they actually looked like they looked in the cartoons, but still looked realistic, kind of. You know what I mean? And maybe his mane doesn't have to be so red, but like a more red, and then he straight up could have had a black mane, and that would have looked so cool. So now we're getting a movie where they're almost doubling down on the changes and saying he's even going to be different as an adult than he was as a kid, because as an adult he was normal, and as a kid he was an albino, or not an albino, but he.
But it looks like an albino.
Yeah, I forget what it's called when they're not albino because they don't have pink eyes, but
right, but they're white lines.
Yeah, I forget what it's called when they're white like that, because he's really white. So anyway, yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. Disney burning down another franchise. December 20th, guys, go check it out if you are interested. Let me know what you think of the movie in the comment section down below. But we're running a little bit behind here, so let's move on to the next one. Here we go. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord, where you can voice chat with me while I live stream, and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after-action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.